Hey everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. You can reach me at Erica S. Williams on Twitter or www.classyscl.com. So a lot of fallout has happened from the Dame Dash interview on business creation. Um, People didn't like it. They didn't like being called out angrily or aggressively on being lazy, on not taking their own future in their own hands, on just looking out for a handout with your hand out. Where's my paycheck? Which I call WIMP, which is called WIMP. Um, Dame Dash is not the most elegant speaker, and I can see from his demeanor, he was the muscle that got Jay-Z to where he was, but he was not who you take to the next level. And so definitely listen to Dame Dash on the business creation side, but not his ethics. I mean, there's three big points you can get out of this interview. It's more than three, but I'm going to give you my three. Express anger in a healthy way. Dame Dash problem is he does not express his anger in a healthy way. It's like, I got a chip on my shoulder and you should recognize my talent and ability and business savvy. But the way he expresses it, and kicking things and throwing things and being a ridiculous in business meetings, that will not take you to the next level. So key point there, express your anger in a healthy way. Number two, surround yourself with people who want you to win. It's hard for me to listen to that interview and be like, listen, dude, if you have all these ideals and you have all these business as far as movies and Spike Lee won't even work with you, it's because you're not expressing your anger in a healthy way, and you got to surround yourself with people who want to win in their own personal life, and you want to win in your life. There's nothing wrong with some of the DJs on the show saying they're investing in themselves, but I understand Dame's point of saying for 20 years you've been invested in someone else's radio. That makes a lot of sense to me. Like you'll always be an employee. You never reach the next level of I had my own radio station, where that's where the real power lies. And so I understood that point of it, but you got to surround yourself with people who will win and think like that. If you're surrounded in a room with people who don't think like that, then it really doesn't help you. Number three, don't compare yourself to others. I love how Dame Dash refused to talk about Jay-Z or anything in the old past, because you know what? He can't compare himself to Jay-Z. They're in two completely different lanes. They're both business creators, but I think Jay-Z is just more of a marketer of the business products, and Dame Dash is more of a creator. It's very easy for people to go, well, everybody else has a job. 90% of the population has a job. Well, yeah, 99% of the population lives paycheck to paycheck. So who wants that? Who wants that life? 72% of people, according to Social Security Administration, make working Americans make $50,000 or less a year. So are we bashing Dame Dash, or are we bashing our averageness? That we don't want to do the work that requires us to think outside of the $50,000 box. Or less. I mean, we're talking about 25,000, 35,000 people making less, 50,000 or less. So what I loved about the show is he's making people think, and if people can laugh it off and shake their shoulder off and go, well, there's a lot of fake entrepreneurs out there right now. Yes, of course, there's a lot of fake entrepreneurs out there who are not hustling, who do not have anything to show. That's why I love watching and reading blogs where they post their income for the month. Like, if you're a real boss, put your money up, show me what you made last month. Now, what people keep saying is, well, Dame Dash has a negative $2 million. Bullshit. It's same thing that Rich Dad, Robert Kiyosaki did. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, book writer. He has all these different LLCs and different businesses. And so, of course, they're claiming as little income as possible. So once you market it towards his liabilities and assets, it looks like he's in the negative. But I assure you, if you're running all those different companies and you're investing across the board like that, you are not negative 2 million. You might have 2 million in mortgage loans or a little bit higher, but that right there tells you watch your balance. At the end of the day, it could say that DJ Envy had $10 million. But, if you've got $10 million, you're not on a radio station. I don't care who you are. Unless you're Steve Harvey. And Steve Harvey just plays into his radio show, helping him parlay into TV, movies, book deals. That's when you're a boss. Now, people don't like me mentioning Steve Harvey. I get more comments when I mention Steve Harvey than anything else. But that's an example of people creating things. Not just being a consumer, but being a creator. Being able to say, yeah, I have, some items that I sell, and that be like, that it, that's simple. Dame Dash was talking about t-shirts, which is fine. But you could even talk about cell phone covers. I mean, if you're in the Bronx, New York, whatever, fast-paced society, um, people just have to find their niche, and they can go on Alibaba and AliExpress and go find some products for like $1 that they can sell for 13 and 24 and $30. It happens all the time. But people don't want to do that. That requires work. That requires them to do hustle and think outside of just hustling for a weekend. And he did say that, and I thought it was hilarious because I know so many people who cram their weekend full of activities, bars, dancing, tubing, cookouts, and then Monday through Friday, you call them to go eat lunch. You call them to eat dinner. They can't. They're at work. They can't because they can't get out of the office. They can't. They don't have enough time. They're too tired. That's pathetic, dude. That's the worst. That's not living real life. If you can't even take an hour out of your day to go eat with a friend or just to have a moment from your office, that's not being a boss. I'm sorry. That's best example. I love UPS guys. UPS guys running around, they're hustling, they're making that money, and people may look down on them because they wear a uniform, but those guys make 65 to 80 plus thousand a year and could make more depending on their hustle and their speed. Those guys are buying houses. Those guys are living pretty good. Now, at some point, your body is tired. You're going to be tired of throwing boxes on a machine. You're going to be tired of throwing boxes in the back of a truck. So at that point, I want you to be, if nothing else, focusing on creating a business where you don't have to do that your whole life, because you will not physically be able to do that your whole life. Just thinking outside the box is what people missed out of that whole interview. That whole interview, because of his anger and because of his tone, people were like, he's calling me lazy because I have a job. There is pride in having a job. There's nothing wrong with having a job, but guess what? Your job can let you go at any moment. And when Dr. Boyntz came on after, it was so great because I wanted them to hear that you're leaving your life in someone else's hands. And the reason you start companies is not to hire a bunch of outsiders, but to hire the people around you and the people in your community and grow them as well, if you can. I'm telling you, there's nothing sadder than seeing some young Latino and Black kids have to walk all the way across town or catch the bus to go try to get a job in another side of town. And because of the way they're dressed and the way they look, the people aren't even listening to them. That's sad. So you need to work in your own community and own some of these gas stations and these little food bed bodegas in your community so that kids in your community can work. And you're not just saying, why are all these kids hanging out all the time? Well, they can't find work. And it's hard to grow when you can't find work. So it's the thing of people just have to think like that. They have to kind of grow a little bit. And it hurts to hear truth. Truth hurts. It's nothing more clear. They had a whole tweeting thing, tweet like Damian Dash. I mean, thousands of people want to tweet like Damian Dash, but they don't want to put their own money up and be a boss like Damian Dash. And so on the other side of that, fake entrepreneurs. Fake entrepreneurs are people who are all over Facebook, all over, and they're promoting stuff and they're not making any money. The reason you're not making money is you're not interacting with real entrepreneurs. You are not interacting with real bosses. You need to go join a mastermind group. You need to be able to invest in yourself, spend some money on some of these products you're seeing to make your business to the next level. I love that I had a friend post on Facebook where he made $1,000 off of Amazon. Well, a couple days later, he made $2,000 this month off Amazon. And I know people saw that and was like, man, why you got to be bragging? No. You needed to see that. You needed to see that. Everybody thinks, man, this guy lives at home. What is he doing? Guess what? He lives at home. His wife works still a little bit because he's making probably $2,000 to $4,000 in income from Solvay and another one from his online business. And so people who have questions now see that screenshot and go, damn, I need to do that. I need to grow my business just like that. So that's the point of when you have Dame Dash, people get in people's face and throw truth out there, you're going to get haters. You're going to get criticism. And you have to kind of keep pushing forward. I have several friends who are like, Erica, just go get a job, man. And of course, that's the truth. I want people to be able to take care of themselves. I want you to be able to live in your apartment, have your car, and be able to maintain. But at the same time, don't take your business off your side business. It is so common that immigrants come here and open businesses and become millionaires in 5 years because they kept their mind on the right thing. Yeah, they may work at McDonald's in the daytime. Yeah, they may work at Lowe's in the daytime. But at night, they're completely focused on their business. And that's what you should be doing. When people tell me I can't buy a house, Erica, I don't make enough money. No, it's not that you don't make enough money. You've went out and got cars and got phones and got clothes and decided that was buying a home wasn't important to you. Growing yourself out of the situation you were in was not important to you. There are people I know under 25 who should be working 2 jobs, period. They should be working 2 jobs so they get up to $50,000 a year. Until they get there, they're not being serious about their life or where they're trying to go, because the income they're making and staying at their parents' house is not serious. You just aren't being serious about your life. And so I just want to reiterate, the whole Dame Dash interview hit people in a sore spot where it made the light shine on them. Instead of worrying about radio gossip and R&B gossip and what people have and comparing yourself to others, they're not looking at their own life. You know what I mean? That's the saddest part. Like, go focus on a business you can grow. $100 startup. I don't know how many times I'm going to be able to scream this, but a $100 startup is one of the best books you can invest in and buy, because it's talking about startups people created for less than $100. I mean, and my friend started a painting company for $300, the LLC fees, basically, and got out and went door to door and talked to business. That's how you grow a business. You just get out there and you get in people's faces and you talk to them. Now, I'm not saying you need some more tools in that toolbox. Of course, you're going to hit a ceiling on that. But overall, you need to get started on your business. And the economy is going to change in such a way in a few years that people are going to be like, man, the unemployment's like 35%, 40%. I want to hear people say, no, not the unemployment is 35%, that there are so many business creators out there that it didn't matter that the unemployment's that high. Because honestly, if you look around, 1 in 10 Asian Americans have a business license. 1 in 34 white Americans has a business license. 1 in 54 Hispanics has a business license. And 1 in 104 blacks. So out of those numbers, you do the math of who is going to be unemployed in high numbers. So that's why when I'm sitting here doing videos on real estate, I'm sitting here starting your business, you need to get on getting your business immediately and getting assets. Even if you work a job, you need to be buying some stocks. You need to be buying some real estate. You need to be saving your money up. You need to be investing your money this year and turn around and get you some housing. So again, this is Erica from the Classy Clown blog. Hey, don't hate on Damon Dash. He just told truth, and truth hurts. Focus on his business creation side, not the ethics. Do not deal drugs. Legally go get you some money at work. That's okay. Go borrow some money from others. There's ways to get lines of credit, all that good stuff. Erica from the Classy Clown blog. You guys have a great day.